Welcome in to Lock In Live for NFL Week 5 with Uncle Phil. I'm your host, Matt. Thanks for joining us this Sunday morning. Uncle Phil, how are you doing? Good start in the early game.
Yeah, man, I tell you what, hey, my biggest accomplishment is actually getting you in on this Lock and Live. I know you had some technical issues getting in and just kind of got in under the gun. I appreciate that. I'm glad I'm not flying solo today. But yeah, man, look, uh, everything is really going to plan right now. So really excited about the first game, and I think that will bleed over into these other games. So look, Carson Wentz is going down. Looks like he's questionable to come into this game, into the second half. So I think I like our chances here. Cleveland may even win this game outright. Wouldn't be at all surprised. But again, I think we're on the right side. I know it was a little scoring early at first, and people are already posting about, that the over wasn't that we're cooked on the over. And of course, it's a little bit of overreaction, right? But I get it. I know people get nervous and they see that. But the NFL changes really, really, really quick. So I love it. I love where our positions are. I think we got a good chance of going 3-0 to start the day, and I love that.
3-0 to start the day, and then we got two more coming here. Uncle Phil, let's get right to it. Where are we heading first?
Yeah, we are headed. First of all, we're headed to Indianapolis, where the Raiders are coming to visit. Look, the Raiders are kind of beat up, especially at tight end position. Really limits their offense, especially they have to, especially when they come to blocking. They didn't really go offense or offensive line. That's where they're weak and in the draft, and so they need to run in 12 personnel to actually get Genty some carries. So I think it's going to be a tough day for him against that really underrated. Nobody wants to believe in Indianapolis yet, but I do. I love Indianapolis. I love the spot. I know it's 7, but I just don't see this game being close. Geno Smith looks like the old Geno Smith, and I mean not the Seattle Geno Smith. I mean the Giants Geno Smith. I mean, it just doesn't have much help, especially without an offensive line. I think it's a tough day at the ranch for him. I think it's a great day at the ranch at a bounce-back team who should have beaten the Rams last week, a team that should be 4-0. Give me Indianapolis -7. Second game, I like all three equally, kind of deciding between what I'm going to give us my next best bet. But I'm going to go with I'm gonna let you guys make money early today, and let's just get it over the way in the 1 o'clock window. I'm gonna go Denver +4 as my next best bet. Look, I think the Eagles have been living a little bit dangerously. They have one of the worst net yardages, total yardages in the entire NFL, and by that I mean where they have been outgained by more yardage than their opponent in totality of all four games they played. I think they're about 30th right now in the NFL. So again, not very good. Their offensive line, that vaunted offensive line that's just been fantastic in years past, is just not gelling yet. We know that they're good. They're just not good yet. Obviously, some A.J. Brown issues. The defense have had some injuries. I'm concerned about them. Denver, on the other hand, I know it wasn't a good team they played last week, but Denver, Bo Nix looked better, looked more in sync. Sean Payton is 30-30 in September in his history. But if you put him the rest of the year, he's about 67%. So it's October. He's turned the page. He puts a lot on his quarterbacks at the very first of the season in September, which makes them look bad. And certainly Bo Nix hadn't looked good, but he started to turn the corner last week. I look them to step up this week, and I think they even get the outright win. I'm not playing a money line. I think they win the game outright, and I don't mind if you do sprinkle money line, but I'm going to take the +4 since it's with your money and mine. And but I'll probably sprinkle some on the money line personally. But I'm going to go take the safe play, go Denver +4 is my next best bet.
Awesome. Looking forward to both those games, and should be a great day of football today for sure.
Yep.
Let's get right to it. We got a bunch of comments rolling in. The second best part of the show. First on the line, we got Nicholas McCoy. Says, "Good morning, Uncle Phil. Let's crush the man today. Dallas -2
yeah.
seems like a lock."
Who's this?
Nicholas.
I know, but I know, Nicholas, what was the – let's see. It's Dallas -2 seems like a lock. And so does that over. Look, I like the over better than that. A lot of people – this is the Jets are a very public dog this week, and it's because Dallas is coming off an overtime game. They literally played an entire extra quarter in a very up and down game, scored 40 points apiece, and defense gave up 40, offense scored 40. Legs are tired. This is going to be a tough game for them going up to the Meadowlands. People are not looking forward to – people don't like going to the Meadowlands. It is one of the most worst fields in the entire NFL. Still has turf field. People get injured. You saw the injuries last week. This doesn't feel right to me. It's a stay away game for me. But if I'm playing this game, I'm playing the over. I just don't see any way that that Dallas slows or the Jets slow down Dallas or Dallas slow down the Jets. But I just can't swallow hard and take the Jets. Not after the way they looked last week. And they're coming off a short week as well. I don't see how they get right in a short week. If I were playing anything, I'd lean Dallas, but I'd be more apt to take the over. Thanks, Nicholas. Good to hear from you, buddy.
Yep. Thanks, Nicholas. Next in line, we got Grant on X. He says, "Saints versus Giants. Can the Saints and Rattler get their first win today? Letdown spot for the Giants after a big win last week."
Yeah, everybody is really high on Jackson Dart last week. He was the talk of the town all week. But Jackson Dart, he wasn't overly impressive. I mean, he didn't do a ton. The Chargers were kind of vulnerable. They were without 3 offensive linemen. And New Orleans, I think they're very, very frisky. I don't think that they're playing hard, and I expect them in the Dome today. I think New Orleans probably gets their first win today. I think that Spencer Rattler, none of the Saints quarterbacks have a win in the NFL, and I think today Spencer Rattler gets his first win. That Saints quarterback room finally gets their first win. I think it's probably close, but and it's probably a field goal at the end type game. Probably could go either way. I'd lean toward the Saints. I like them at home. I think they're certainly frisky and as an 0-4 team, and I've been impressed with them. And I think they probably get their first win, especially with Dexter Lawrence being out today. He's sick. At least last time I saw it, it's probably a game time decision. But last I saw it, that is that. I mean, the line play for Denver was supposed to be, or not Denver, but the Giants was supposed to be something that was supposed to be first in the NFL this year. And unfortunately, it just hadn't materialized. And with Dexter Lawrence, Sexy Dexy out this week, I think it's a tough day for them. And I think it opens up things for the Saints, especially in the running game. I think the Saints notch their first victory today.
Okay, sweet. Well, thanks for the question, Grant. We'll keep it rolling. A few more before halftime's over in the early session. We got Corky on X. He says Buffalo line has moved from 8.5 to 7.5. Prime time divisional match at home. Are they going to lay a spanking on the Pats?
Look, that one, I will have a bet out tonight for that one, and I'll be posting that on X tonight. As I do every Sunday, Monday night, and Thursday night for all those games. I always drop those picks. I'll be dropping a primetime teaser tonight. I actually love this game, and I mean love it. So stay tuned for that. It'll be interesting to see how this game goes. And I think some of you are going to be surprised at my pick tonight.
Anticipation's already building. I'm looking forward to it myself.
Right.
It
would be my best bets if it were during the day, but I usually just put my best bets during the day and limit it to that. I don't typically do Sunday morning or Sunday night. But it would have been one of my best bets.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right, let's take one or two more. We got Andrew from Dallas. Good to see you, Andrew. He says banged up Baker, over under 26. Bucks traveling to tough Seattle. Thoughts on Seattle -3.5?
Yeah, really interesting game. It's in my notebook, and that one is one of my best bets, or that one is my bonus pick, as a matter of fact. So I feel really strong about this game, but I'm going to refrain from answering. And if you wanted, it's in the notebook. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no doubt.
You
All
bet.
right, Uncle Phil, looks like we're pretty close to coming out of halftime in that Vikings-Cleveland game. Any final
Okay.
thoughts before we take off here?
Look, I think today's going to be a good day. I was complete ass yesterday in college. Luckily, we finished the night with a good one. Went live with Texas Tech last night. Got the W to end the night. It's always good to do that. If I get an L at the end of the night, it's a sleepless night for me. But this one was better. I like NFL this week. I'm excited. We're going to start off the day 3-0. And remember, we went 4 and what did we do? No, we went 2-1 on Thursday night. So that'll make us 5-1. If these other two hold up the rest of the game, 5-1 rolled into the day. So I like where I am in NFL. I like what I'm seeing a lot, and I think we're going to have a day. But hey, thanks everybody. Thanks Matt for hosting, and of course I'm Uncle Phil for any of those you new to me, and thanks for jumping in. Really appreciate you spending the halftime of the game with us. And as always, guys, let's have a day and let's roll.